Happy Friday, everyone, and happy Cinco de Mayo. Wanted to go live today and do my 5 on Friday weekly updates, and I'm starting out with something really crazy. So this is story time. Anyways, it has been a crazy morning. We were woken up around 4 a.m. by Indy barking, and discovered that there was a bunch of police officers at the house across the street from us on our neighbor's driveway. And it was really dark, so it was hard to see anything, but they were looking around with flashlights. And my husband and I, we kept trying to watch and see what was going on. And it looked like somebody was hiding in the bushes on the side of their driveway, and kept watching and trying to see what was going on. And then finally it looks like they got this person and took them away. So if that wasn't strange enough, I ended up actually getting really bad migraine in that time, and had taken some medication and went back to sleep. And then about an hour later, got woken up again, this time by my husband, screaming, "You're not going to believe this." So here I was, half drugged from my migraine medication, and raced downstairs to see what the heck was going on. And somehow during this situation where they were trying to get this person who was on the driveway, they were scanning license plates on cars, and somehow my husband's car came up as being wanted for a hit and run last year, and they were towing it. And this just makes absolutely no sense at all. I am just so confused. He's confused because I'm like, "Did you hit someone?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "What in the world?" This just makes absolutely no sense at all. So if anybody has had any experience with anything like this, please let me know. I have tried to contact the neighbor to see what happened with the person that was taken to jail. I haven't heard back, so I don't even know what happened in that situation. But in the meantime, my husband's car has now been impounded. He's trying to figure out how to get it back. He's trying to contact the police officer's number that he was given and has no response. So now he has no car, and I just don't even understand my life. It is just so crazy. I can't even begin to tell you. This is insane. So anyways, that is how my morning started. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts or suggestions here. In the meantime, things with my mom continue to be a struggle. I feel like I am stuck in limbo right now. There's really been nothing happening all week, although I did get a call from one of the facilities this morning. She said she's going to go out next week and evaluate her. In the meantime, like I said, I feel like I'm just playing a waiting game, and just stuck in limbo. So anyways, that's that. Things in my Etsy have picked up, so that is some good news. And I've got a really big order for some nautical party decor. So I just wanted to show you, this is one of the things that I made for this person, these nautical food cards. I make these, and I do all of the personalization, and this is what she chose for her little boy's party. Aren't those cute? All the little different names of everything. So those are cute, and I make these in my Etsy. So if anybody needs food cards for a party, let me know. So then that was that. And then right now in the Jewish religion, we are in something called the Omar. I wanted to share that with you guys. And it is basically counting down the Omar, and it basically is the 49 days between Passover and Shavuot. And last week at Temple, one of the services, they were talking about in the Omar, every day it's something different, but they were talking about being in the wilderness, and that really resonated with me. I actually wrote a post about that with one of my pieces on my art pieces last week. And so that's actually how I feel. I feel like I am stuck in the wilderness right now and have no idea how we're going to get out of this, where we're going to go. So anyways, that's that. And then I have a friend on Instagram. Actually, I've known this person for a very long time. I actually met her back in my paper tray ink days. I don't know if anybody, my stamping friends remember that. She was a designer there, and she had done a lot of stamps for them, and then she got extremely ill. She was quite a story. She ended up having a small intestine transplant. She was sick for a very, very long time, and was actually not able to eat any food for almost 3 months. And I've followed her story from the beginning, and I mean, if anybody, and she has just this amazing faith in God. It's so encouraging. And on top of that, she's an amazing artist. You should definitely check out her work. She has these wonderful floral paintings. But anyway, she does stories every day, and I love watching her stories. And this week she shared something from Elijah. She had been doing a Bible study on Elijah, and it really, really resonated with me. I hadn't even really heard much of him. The only Elijah I know of is from Passover when we let him in. But so I'm trying to figure out if they're connected somehow. I'm going to do more research on that, or if you know, let me know. But anyway, she said that in her Bible study of Elijah, she talked about how he had waited and waited for like 3 years. And, he felt like God had forgotten him. And, that's kind of where I'm at as well. And, the one thing that really encouraged me from what she said was how she said sometimes in the waiting, there was a waiting for a reason. And that, God has put up a roadblock for a reason, that you're not meant to get the answer right now. And that just was like, light bulb moment for me. It was like, oh my God, I never even thought about it that way. So maybe, instead of having the answer right now for my mother, maybe there is a reason that I'm waiting for the answer. Because I'm definitely waiting for the answer. So, basically, what she said is, and I kind of wrote some notes about it, as she said, he sees the whole story, and it really comes down to, it's all in his timing. So anyways, I'm going to just put a link to her Instagram I'll put a link here, so you guys can find her. And I would highly encourage you to check her out, because she's got some really inspiring stuff to share. So anyways, I was also going to share something about my daughter Amelia and her health, but I think this is getting kind of long. So I think I'll wait and share that next week. But I just want to end in with a little prayer. So if you guys could just keep Ukraine in your prayers, the women in Iran, the LGBTQ plus community, anti-Semitism, and then if you guys could just keep my friend Jonna in prayer, and Josh and his mother. And then I have a friend, Kathy, at the church. She's gone through a bone marrow transplant, and she's having some shoulder issues. So if anybody needs prayer, let me know, and I'll add you to the list. And I hope you all are having a good week, and you have a good weekend.